My name is Peter Fleury and I'm an electronics technician and a steampunk. I've always been a geek, always interested in science and electronics, and built my first crystal set at age 12 and I've been hooked ever since. The kind of work I do for my clients varies from dental school forensic research equipment to teaching equipment, even putting projectors and sound in rooms. Recently I modified an electron microscope to measure the fluorescence of light actually fluorescing off rocks when X-rays hit it. So it just means adding another sensor and getting a different type of image rather than X-ray image. I think being surrounded by scientists and technical people continues when I get home, and I can just apply that and a bit of a technical bent to what I do. My workshop is pretty much organised mayhem, but I can usually find what I want because it's usually within arm's reach. I've entered 5 steampunk fashion shows, 2 with outfits modified by me, not so much made, and each time usually have a gun or a decent sort of appliance. Some of the other things I've made are a mask. The mask was for a time traveller, a Gatling gun, which is run from a CO2 cylinder driving a steam engine, an actual steam engine, and it rotates Gatling barrels. Teapot racing was invented in Dunedin, shown a couple of years ago, and it's really taken off in New Zealand and all over the world. It's in the States, it's in England, Germany, and they're all embracing it with finals. I built one called Old Smoky, and just as a point of difference, he makes a comedic amount of smelly smoke. When starting a project, I really can't draw to save myself, so I just sketch. I tend to start with technology first, and preferably something that no one's used before, something really new like electroluminescent panels, flexible ones, or something that no one else has used. And it also has to fit the story, so the story's driven pretty well in parallel with that, because steampunk really has to have an explanation for everything, otherwise it's just like gluing a gear on and calling it steampunk. My favourite thing about my life? Family and friends, of course. Steampunk gives me enduring joy. I just want to keep it up. There are a lot of stories to be told and a lot more people to meet and things to make.